Agriculture is an integral part of Minnesota's economy, and the Minnesota Department of Agriculture offers a variety of aids to farmers and livestock producers. This week, I spoke with Agriculture Commissioner Thom Petersen, and I began by asking for his assessment of Minnesota's farm economy.
That's really an interesting issue, and something that I look at every day is that, where are we at? And right now here in late September, early October, things have kind of looked up, from where we've been at the whole year. For Minnesota, our crop situation looks great. And I think that's really important. When we look around the country, Minnesota may have some of the best crops in the whole country this year. We've had areas where we've had issues, but we haven't had like Iowa and other problems that they've had. So the first thing is that our farmers right now in harvest season, we're going to have a good corn crop, maybe a bin buster type situation. Our dairy prices are up, our meat plants are working, our local food market's thriving. So for the state of agriculture right now, it's pretty strong in Minnesota considering COVID and everything going on. That's not to say there aren't farmers that are having a hard time, because keep in mind, Shannon, that we've had almost 6 years of low prices before COVID even hit. So farmers lost their equity. We have almost 1,000 farmers in mediation in Minnesota. We're in the top 5 in farm bankruptcies. So there is a lot of unfortunate issues, but in general, for me, the positive right now is the harvest and going forward with that.
So the good prices for crops and other commodities are going to help farmers who've been hurting these last few years.
They have, and different things have started to help and trend some of our prices upward, and that's good news. We've also had payments from the federal government that have helped plug some holes from the farmers and have provided a lot of income for farmers. That is important, but I think it's important. Farmers want to get their dollars from the marketplace. That's really where we want it to work. So we'll see how it plays out. But right now, things are at least trending up for the minute.
October is National Farm to School Month, and here in Minnesota, there's a series of virtual farm to school field trips throughout the month of October. Can you tell us about this program?
Yeah, I'm just very proud of our staff and our partners that have worked really hard in COVID to be creative, and we found that in general, we would try to do on-farm visits or on-farm tours. But actually, before COVID even started, our department started looking at in our farm to school program on how we could highlight some of these farms for schools. And so we have a great Ag in the Classroom program. We have a great Farm to School program. October is Farm to School month. And it's challenging with COVID right now too. Our kids going to school, sometimes that's one of the important meals they get every day is at a school. So the efforts are really to provide nutritious homegrown food for farmers, from farmers, and connect the students with farmers. And Minnesota's a leader in this program, and just look forward to having October as Farm to School month.
One of the Farm to School tours is a visit to Revel Greens, which is an Owatonna-based indoor lettuce company that just recently announced plans to expand into other states. To what degree is a company like this the future of farming?
Yeah, really interesting. I've been able to tour some of the indoor lettuce farms, and really interesting to see. Lettuce is a tough crop to raise. You're probably familiar with E. coli, pesticide use, a lot of questions about lettuce. And so this has been a successful business. We wish they would be expanding in Minnesota, but we have other farms such as Living Greens and different ones that are doing very well in Minnesota. I see it as a future for large scale production because of E. coli, but also water use. Water use is very important. Using a closed loop system is really helpful in agriculture. We also have a real thriving lettuce market for smaller farms that serve like farmers markets and CSAs. And so we have kind of a well-rounded business model in Minnesota.
Right now, Minnesota has plenty of water, but if models predicting that other parts of the country are going to become inhabitable in the future, and then, Minnesota warms, thereby increasing our growing season, will climate change put more pressure on Minnesota to diversify crops and farming practices?
Absolutely, and it's not only will, it is, and I think it's something that farmers can see, that I can see in my time on our farm and our area, and I think that the idea is that farmers can be part of the solution as we get into climate change. That there's different things that farmers can be doing. We're being very aggressive in looking at and supporting third crops and perennial crops on the landscape. Cover cropping in Minnesota has really taken off with farmers really experimenting. We have a water quality certification program at the department where we have well over 600,000 acres and almost 1,000 farmers in that, but we've added a lot of cover crops that help protect water quality, but also will help us with climate issues as we get into the future. So it's a top priority for the Walz administration, and we'll have to just keep working on it.
On the DNR website, one can find a map that shows how the wolf range has expanded since 1979. It's growing to the southwest. It now includes Malacca, Little Falls, Detroit Lakes, and Thief River Falls, almost a half of the state. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife is offering grants to livestock producers to prevent wolf livestock conflicts. The amount of money available is $60,000. What do livestock owners need to know, and is $60,000 enough?
That's a great question, Shannon, and I'm coming to you from my farm here in Pine City today where I can hear the wolves, and I'm in the wolf range and very familiar with the issue. And the grant that we've been working on with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service is something we've had for a couple of years now. Yeah, the Department of Ag also has an indemnity for farmers who lose livestock to wolf attacks. And so since early summer, we've had almost 80 different reports and cases of wolves and livestock conflicts so we've worked hard to mitigate that with these grants from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. And we are actually in the third year of this grant. And so we're trying to quantify how it's going. We think it's going good because actually those numbers are down a little bit. And so the idea of fencing out wolves, scaring them away, different things is a real positive or something we can work together.
The Minnesota Department of Agriculture has Agricultural Growth Research and Innovation Program. It's abbreviated AGRI or AGRI. It provides grants to many small agricultural producers and helps them launch and sustain their efforts. The application period for grants for 2021 is now open, and the website says there's $1 million available. Also, according to the website, grants for 2021 will prioritize the mitigation of impacts of COVID-19 and also civil unrest. So what are some examples of projects that could receive funding?
Yeah, and thanks. That's a great question. We've really looked at civil unrest issues as they happened through the Twin Cities. And if there were egg processing companies that were affected by that, there were some smaller ones. So we wanted to give them an offer to get up back and rebuild and using those Minnesota agricultural products. And so we'll see, hopefully we get some questions from that. One of the top priorities for us is meat processing on a smaller level. Before COVID, as COVID went in, farmer people started buying locally from farmers at a very high rate, buying directly meat, buying from the local butchers, and that really put a lot on the market. As we got into the meat processing plant shutdowns, that created a huge backup as we had to euthanize almost 350,000 pigs, and we gave away about another 150,000 that went into these local markets. And so that's created a large backup, but the demand is incredible right now. And so that's another piece we're putting a highlight on in these grants. And then also hemp processing. We have almost 500 farmers growing hemp in Minnesota, and we look forward to really building that up as well.
Commissioner Thom Petersen, I want to thank you for taking the time.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity to visit today.